It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Check, check, check. Microphone check.
Starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10
at their
own 37.
What the hell? What the?
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry, able to fight for one tackle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to
What the?
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry.
What the hell?
That big tackle
What
through
the hell?
Ended
What the
up
hell?
only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is
and they take him down. The Bills get to him. It'll be a loss
What the hell?
The sack, and it brings up second. How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignment. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
What the?
Just not a whole lot of
What the hell?
right there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
I'm not gonna hold y'all like. I really want to get a touchdown right now. So 4th and 6.
Jackson.
We going for it.
In the middle of the field, and he's got
What the hell are they on?
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10.
What the hell?
At the 5. Wow, first and
What the hell?
Defensively, all they can do is shake their heads.
What the hell?
Not only did they allow the conversion, but
What the?
a big play as well.
What the helly? 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 What the helly?
Here's Jackson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. And he's got it. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard.
What the hell?
To the end zone for a
What the hell?
Patrick Ricard. It's a 1-yard touchdown.
What the hell?
And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
No guts, no good.
Here in Buffalo.
What the hell? 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 What the hell are you on?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Locked. I'm back locked. That was fun. I'm back locked. That was fun though. I'm back locked.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game bring in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
What the hell are you on? What the hell is Iris?
On the ground, here's the 4th round.
I hate that animation, bruh.
That's it. On the other
What the
hand,
hell?
definitely take us to the end of the first quarter play. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. This now a 3rd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. A short throw.
Nope, that wasn't what I thought at all.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Wasn't at all what I thought.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defense in front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. Pushes him aside at the 45. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Up the middle to Davis. This guy can be everywhere. Kyle Hamilton getting there to drop it for a loss.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beat. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And now they'll throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
Hey, dude.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. James Cook, 47 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. Tyler Bass on for the extra point
Oh no, my tackling, bruh.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
They're trying to click on for fucking shit, bro.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson. Flush to his right. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, When you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Damn! What the fuck? That's pussy, man. I ain't gonna hold that. That's pussy. That's pussy.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
Everybody.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Jackson to throw. They set up the screen. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tagged on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
I want to show you special. See you remember the next one. If not, I want out for the next one. I see you won't take the next one. And then they tell my place. Tell me I'm running my blessing. I'm fresh at the bottom of the blessing. And if this thing is watch this car, this house never got any credit. You're gonna get the debt, she dead it. I'm highly protecting the debt. And if you pull up the road, you go and don't, you know you get it. Tell me what should go to the wedding. Got 4 to know it's the bed. I'm on the way to your house, get changed. Yeah, I might keep you out with James. Make eggs with the clout, big lane. Every boy they got living range. Nigga glad I made it out their cage. And shit I overcame. I'm like overcame. Figure out you know the name.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here.
You know the name.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll air this one toward Coleman.
What the hell?
Continue. Here's another one.
Come on, bro.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens will have solid field position as they take over at the 45-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. It's his horoscope ball. What is it?
And he is down deep into Buffalo. A big play there just before halftime.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. Absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
Nothing better. Not around, right there, running up my time. I hold on.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt.
Gotta call time out. What the fuck?
And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing Charles.
Nobody. Never get satisfied.
From their side, coupled with
Young boy had his toes out.
their key plays each and every
Over trying to stop my play. And the time I want to know, why would I was looking at the clock? Fuck, what I'm running, dog.
They go play action with Jackson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
84 yards for him on the ground. He has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Fuck, man.
They run it again with Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice run defense.
What the hell?
What I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
On 2nd down, Cook stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Eluding the pressure right. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Wide open, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Bills. Amari Cooper, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away.
I done missed 2 fucking touchdowns, bro. What the fuck, bro?
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are
2 fucking touchdowns. Fucking unacceptable, bro.
This one tied at 14 now.
I don't fucking like that shit, bro. All that work for what, bro? Motherfuckers thinking like, what?
To the 30-yard line.
Like they something, bro? I gotta tell myself not to play the fuck out of pocket, bro. And I gotta tell myself not to play out of pocket. Cause this play that I just called is pretty out of pocket. Pretty out of pocket.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
We got that last
ball game all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little... Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Douglas picks it, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Pushes way through, and down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space.
They're not gonna like me when I'm fucking tight.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Play action. Now it's Allen rolling to his right. Big strides. Look at him go. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo
package.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
Everybody
and he is going to lose lose yardage here.
Keep fucking playing with me.
Georgia man
Keep fucking playing with me.
came in and got him.
An interesting
Just
and
keep fucking
intriguing
playing
decision
with
there
me.
defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Keep
Well,
fucking
in
playing
any
with
event,
me.
the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind
That's
the
all
line of
that. Keep
scrimmage.
fucking playing with me.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Cook again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Don't run it again like a bitch.
Yards rushing for him
Like a
now in the
bitch.
ball game.
And that last carry puts him
Run
right
again
at
like a
100 yards
bitch.
for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And this won't do it. He needed
3,
6. He only got
Don't fucking
halfway
play with me.
there.
Don't fucking play with me. That's what I fucking thought. I wanted you to fucking play with
Give
me.
you the short stuff and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, it's like that.
Think your defense. Now you really think your defense is okay.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense
You my fucking route.
in the field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
I'm running this shit just to run out the fucking time.
Maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them.
Get the fuck up out of this fucking quarter, bro.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
I'll run this whole fucking
A first
quarter
down
out.
carry for Henry.
I
And
ain't
he'll
never
fight
seen
forward
it
on the
before.
straight ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 8. Off tackle left with Henry. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride it more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry.
That business.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, Runner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now 2nd and 3. Number receiver in motion left. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles. And they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located in different stadiums. It's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware So you don't run into penalties like these.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game. 2nd and 8.
What does he think I'm running right now?
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the 1st before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
They've definitely established
I'll be here for the whole quarter,
moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
On GP.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry.
That'll be
this down only to the 18.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Go ahead and use another timeout. Go and use another timeout.
That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Henry.
I don't even want the TV. You can't stop it. I don't even want the TV. But you can't stop it. Never could fucking stop me. Never could. And watch this. Now you gotta go for it.
Still an important piece of business to take care of the extra point. It's up and good.
I win this whole thing in the 4th alone. Fuck it. Get on my diesel.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Diesel.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
And I really got plaques. That was just no cap. I'm a real Cat Boy Mac. Cat Boy Mac. Cat Boy Mac. Cat Boy Mac. I'm a real Cat Boy Mac.
This is 1st and 10. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right.
Don't wait,
That's going to sabotage.
Get on my Jesus. Damn, get on my G's. Damn, get on my G's. What you gonna do now?
Will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield.
I know that play.
But defenses,
I know that play. I know that too well.
not too far back. They want to
I know that too well.
and that they did.
From the 34 now, here's
Damn,
first
get
and
on my
10.
D's.
Henry up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Easy work.
I like it. I like the call.
Easy work.
Run the football and enjoy time on the clock.
¿Qué pasa? Vamos bien en tu casa, por favor. Mami, te cansa y hasta te pide tu mano, no entiendo. Yo say touch this one, make the girls that land. Yo say touch this one, make the girls that land.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get fully protected. And he has the Ravens first down, and he'll be here. And that's going to be the one to do it. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put the bow on this one. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead, the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe he'll go on the drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And a timeout comes in.
I got a piece,
With 3 seconds remaining.
The short field shrinks even more
try
with the
this
two
out.
bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
You might not see this one coming. I had one in mind from a time. If I don't think it's gonna work, I'm gonna bail out. Oh yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. We don't give it to the
Here's
man.
Jackson. Rolling to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up
It wasn't there.
LCD for the losing side. They had opportunities with big plays, just especially late, and they have to suffer the L.
It certainly felt like that taken once it happened and knocked the wind out of it. Just took the equilibrium back.
Hey, respect to your mama, nigga. Well, as far as I'm concerned, we practically gave him this point.
So that'll do it for us.
Hello.
Reporter Charles Davis and
What
all
he
the
said?
hard-working men and women on our crew. I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching the NFL right here on 28 Sports. With that, we say So long from Buffalo.